at What is up, Super Fam? I am Sensei Finito, and this is Battery CEO. Welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And it's a special night, brother. What's going down?
Well, we have the first episode of Moon Knight premiering tonight,
Oh, yeah.
and I can't wait. I don't think we have a title for it yet. I think we do know how long this first episode's going to be, but I don't remember
Yeah.
off the top of my head. They released the first 4 episode times, but I think the show's going to be extraordinary. I think
Yeah, I agree.
it's going to kill it this episode, and I can't wait, bro. I can't.
I mean, from everything that we've heard, this is like going to be a crazy episode right now. Like this, apparently, everything that this series kind of brings to the MCU is like a whole new type of thing. Like, and it kind of
Mhm.
stands alone in the MCU in that way, at least from what we've heard so far.
Yeah.
From like even I think it's been like the directors and like just stuff like
Mhm.
that as well. Everyone's been kind of telling us that this show is like the top notch thing. And I mean, are you even surprised with Oscar Isaac? You know what I mean? Being Moon Knight, like I mean, it's Oscar Isaac, bro. Uh he's he's awesome.
Yeah. Another thing too, I know Rotten Tomato scores are coming in. I think this
Yeah.
show's at 80 somewhere around in the
It was like
80s.
88, I think,
Yeah,
something like that. It was
something
like,
like
oh
that.
my,
So
yeah.
decent, but and I
And it
think
can
the only
only it's probably gonna go up from there, I'm
yeah,
thinking.
I think
Because some places just have it already.
mhm.
Not a lot of them, but just some of them.
What I'm thinking is the reason as to why it's 88 and not higher is because Moon Knight isn't a character people know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's not like people
Mm.
like, oh my gosh, it's Moon Knight, like, but no, because that's not the
I,
original Marvel crew that they typically know of.
I I
But
kind of feel like it's only at an 88 because it's not even out here yet. You know what I mean? Like I feel
mhm,
like all of us haven't seen it yet. Like only the people that have seen it so far aren't the ones that are like actually looking forward to it. Kind of like you're saying as well. You know what I mean? All the people
mhm,
that's been reviewing it and seeing it, they're not like, "Oh, yo, check it out. It's Moon Knight." They're just kind of like, "I don't know what this is." But for us, we're all ecstatic and we know
mhm.
this is about to be amazing. I wouldn't be surprised if that 88 is in the
Oh.
90s for sure. Whoa. Is in the 90s for sure by the time the episode is over. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like by the time the episode is over, especially when we wake up tomorrow, it'll probably be higher unless it's just like a slow start, kind of how WandaVision, I guess, was, because WandaVision
Yeah.
was kind of a slow start for that first episode. I don't know if I can't really remember, to be honest, now from where we are now, how the first episode started there. But we got some fam in the chat. Let's see how everybody is doing. Dirty D says, "Yo, what is up, Dirty Deeds?" Um, Bedrock, my man said, "Hello, what's up with it, Bedrock? How you doing? What is up with it? How are you doing,
How's it going, guys?
Therupati? How you doing, my bro Carlos? Yes, the answer is yes to your question. I hope everybody is having an awesome time, and I hope everyone is getting super ready for for Moon Knight, bro. Like, how long have we known about Moon Knight? I don't feel like we've known
Since
about Moon Knight as long.
2019.
Is it been that long? Oh yeah, yo,
That was
yeah,
when it was first kind of introduced,
yeah.
along with all the
Yeah.
other stuff.
Okay, and it was crazy back then, bro. And then I don't think, did we have Oscar? Did they tell us Oscar Isaac was Moon Knight in that thing when
I think they
Kevin
did.
Feige was
I think they
standing there?
revealed it then. I think he
Because it
was
was
there
like
with him.
Shang-Chi, Blade. Oh, you're right. You're right. I know what the event. I forgot all about the event. That's the event that everything came out. Actually,
Yeah.
everything was out at that point, telling us that Jane Foster was going to be Thor and all that type of
Mhm.
stuff. Crazy. That was just a crazy event, and I can't believe we haven't had another one yet. We need one for sure. The Rupathi says, "Yo, waiting till the episode releases. What time is it releasing? It should release at midnight, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it should
That's
release at midnight.
well, that's 12. That's midnight Pacific Standard Time, at least for us. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah, this first episode is 45 minutes. The next episode after this is like 50 minutes. I think the next two episodes after this are 50 minutes, and the one after that is 51 minutes. I know we talked about that in a pop culture news update, and I had just
Yeah.
looked at the times earlier today, and
Mhm.
we were like, "Yo." Even when we heard about that, it's so far these are going to be the longest episodes in like all of the Disney Plus shows, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think
Mhm.
one of them has hit the 50-minute mark, if I'm not mistaken. I think there was a couple 48s in Loki and Falcon of Winter Soldier, but
Mhm.
none of them have hit the 50 mark. So I'm
Mhm.
feeling good about that. That's the first four that we know about.
Mhm.
About 245. Okay, okay, Demar. Okay, I feel you. That for your, I don't know what time period you're in. Put that in the chat as well, so we can know what time that is. 2:45. For everybody else, if that is
Mhm.
it. I know less than you guys did about the Wheel of Time. I haven't seen any trailers. Hopefully, the show is bonkers. Well,
Dude, you're
if
you're not ready.
you're not at all, if
Wheel
you
of
want
Time
to,
blew us
though,
away,
we
man.
definitely have a couple of trailer reactions for Moon Knight that you guys can check out on the channel. Let's see. Let's get this one. We were mind blown when that trailer first dropped. We did not know what we were gonna do with that. Like when we saw all the stuff in that trailer, and it only got better with each trailer, right, bro? Like every trailer
Are we
just
talking about
got
Moon Knight
better
or
and
Time
better.
Wheel of Time?
No, Moon Knight, Moon Knight. No, we're
Moon Knight.
talking
Okay,
about
okay.
Moon Knight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like the first trailer that we saw for Moon Knight was just like we were breathtaking. Like we were like, oh my god, we had no idea it was going to get on this level. And then the following trailer for that was even crazier
Mhm.
because that's when we actually saw that it was like the entity thing that he was beating up in the bathroom. We were like, oh, like yeah, all of these trailers have been amazing. Let's see. Oh, and welcome to the chat, Mary Sue. How you doing tonight? I don't think we
How's it
said
going?
hello, and hello to you as well, Damar. Akash, hello. What's up with it, Akash? I hope you're having a good night. Uh, you watch that or going to watch? No, we're going to watch it. Comes out in about what 20 minutes here, brother.
Yep.
Damar
Just
says
want to
he's
put
in
this out there.
Eastern. Okay.
Uh, our Halo video is still on YouTube jail. So
Oh my
if you,
God, it is. Yeah.
so that's unfortunate, but that's I just want to let you guys know if you guys have been trying to watch that. That is something that we're trying to figure out. Yeah.
Yo,
Okay.
King, you're wildin'. What's up with the King? He said, "What up, fellas? This show is going to slap like Will Smith."
That was wild, bro. I can't believe
Yo, I'm
was this
watching
was
it. I'm watching it with my wife and my mom. We're watching it in the front room. I'm sitting at the bar, if I'm not mistaken, about to make me a drink, yo. And then I'm looking at the TV, and then so Chris Rock says it, and I'm like, "Oh my god, what in the world?" And then Will Smith gets up and starts walking on stage, and I'm like, "Oh snap! It's gonna be like a little skit or something." You know what I mean?
mm.
And he smacked him, and I was like waiting for the next part of like the joke. You know what I mean? Then
Then they
it
censored it.
didn't come, and then the next thing I knew, it was just quiet. And then he was like, "I was like, oh wait, he said the F word multiple times just now. What's going on?" And
Yeah.
immediately on Twitter, I guess in Australia, it wasn't blurped. So, bro, it was like someone recording what happened, and they were just talking about it. And I
Yeah.
instantly text you like, "Bro, like, what's happening?" Like, I was just so surprised. And then for our group chat for like the next hour, it was just memes. Uh, Sea of Theories. Ooh, that's a really dope name. Yo, that is a super dope name. Hello, you sexy firefighter. How was your day? Ooh, you know what? I think you're talking to Battery, because now that I'm
You
looking at him,
know,
he does look like a firefighter. He does have like that sexy
well,
firefighter vibe going on.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no, I mean, but I mean, I'm not a firefighter, just to put that out there. Okay. Just want to clear that up. But appreciate the love. Uh
Mary Sue says, "OMG, have you guys heard Jim Carrey's rant about that night? Best take I've heard so far." I have not heard it, but my mom told me about it. Did you hear it, bro?
I I thought you guys were talking about the what his thoughts of the Riddler from the Batman, but I
No,
have
I
not
think
heard
she's
that his
talking
opinion on it
about the
though.
Will Smith, talking about what happened with Will
What
Smith,
did he say?
and he basically said like I would have sued him for like $200,000 right then and there,
Mhm.
because it's gonna be on the internet forever, and people are always gonna look at that and kind of talk about it. And it's kind of like a defamation of character type thing. And
Yeah.
I don't know more. I like I said, I didn't watch it, but from the conversation I had with my mom, that's kind of what she told me.
Mm.
But yeah, that's crazy. That whole Will Smith situation is wild. Um,
Yeah. On the
you
night he
know,
won his first, yeah.
his first Oscar ever, and
Did you watch that movie, by the way?
so did Samuel L. Jackson. By the way,
I
he
saw
also
that.
won an Oscar. So
What was it
I'm really
for?
just
Because I saw he
I
won,
don't
but I wasn't sure what it was
I
for.
don't know what it was for either. I just know he won an Oscar, and Denzel Washington is the one that presented it to him.
Mhm.
I haven't watched that video yet, but I want to. And they didn't air that actually. It wasn't aired on the Oscars.
Oh, really?
There was a couple events that weren't actually aired on the Oscars for some reason. Don't know why. Um,
I mean, it's already only 3 hours long, right? It's hella long, isn't
exactly. And it was still
it?
longer than last year's, and last year's was the longest ever, and this year's was still 20 minutes longer.
Yeah.
King says, notice Chris Rock took it like a champ, didn't even rub his face.
Yeah, he was very professional about the whole thing. He really was.
Very professional. He was.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Comic Society, what is up? All these dope names tuning in, yo.
How's it
How is
going?
everybody doing? Uh, Hi, how you doing? I hope you're having a good one, yo. Your name is dope as well. John, I am Parter. Oh, yo, that's another pretty cool name. Hey, crew, yo, everybody is tuning in. Let's talk about what we're expecting from this episode, yo. Of course, it's the first episode.
Yep.
Um, let's see. I kind of want to read this little blurb that they have for this, bro, because it really blew my mind when I read it earlier today when I
On
was
this
making
on
not earlier today, not on Disney Plus. It's like the
okay.
Google one. Like when you Google Moon Knight and the show
Okay.
pops up and it tells you like the little blurb about it right there,
Yeah.
right? So this says Stephen Grant and mercenary Marc Spector investigate the mysteries of the Egyptian gods from inside the same body. That's fire.
That was intense.
Yo, that's fire. I
What
love that.
okay. What do you think is gonna happen this episode, bro? It's kinda hard to tell,
This
but like what do you think we're gonna get this first episode?
okay. So I feel like on par with Marvel, uh, all the stuff that we saw in the trailer is going to be in this first episode, right? So first episode is the nightmares, the salt that he put around his bed, him waking up in the middle of the night trying to leave it, uh, the not knowing what's going on, looking in the reflection in the museum, with
Mhm.
the mummy and all. I think all of that stuff is going to be in the first episode. Maybe even seeing Moon Knight and seeing him fight that werewolf by night, quote unquote, character that we think we see in the trailer. I think it might
Mhm.
be some type of other entities. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's necessarily werewolf by night because it looked like it, but it didn't because there was like no hair. And I
Yeah.
guess, in your mind, you just expect there to be hair on a werewolf. So that's why I'm saying it might not be them. But that's kind of what I'm thinking is, we get
Mhm.
all of that from the trailer, the white glove touching the glass, even maybe all of
Yeah.
that. But I don't know. I don't know for sure. But I think on par with Marvel, that's how it would be. What are you thinking?
Well,
Especially with the new TVMA rated stuff that they have on there. It might be getting real
well,
lit.
some of the stills we saw were bloody. We pointed that out.
Yes.
I think
On our
during our
pop
pop
culture
culture,
news update.
I think
Yeah.
we talked about that. So I'm really excited for that. But I think we're gonna get to understand the character that is his name's Mark Spector, like the dude, or is
Marc
that
Spector is the mercenary part of the personality, and then
his
Stephen
name?
Grant is. I think Marc Spector is his name, if I'm not mistaken. That's his name in the comic books. His
The regular guy or
OG,
Moon Knight?
like regular Moon Knight. Moon Knight is Marc Spector. That's the
Okay,
base. That's the base personality.
okay. So I think we're gonna get to know Mark this episode in terms, and I don't think we're gonna see how the Egyptian god kind of got into him, but I think throughout the show we'll kind of get shown that. But so I think he'll already be suffering from the multiple
Okay.
personality situation, and we're gonna kind of see him kind of navigate and figure out, okay, what the hell is going on? Because I think
Mm,
we're gonna see him wake up and and be in certain places where he's like, I wasn't here last night. What am I doing here? Like I feel like that we're
yeah.
gonna see that. Um, and then in the end, I think we're definitely gonna see Moon Knight appear. Um,
Mm,
but I think I feel like what you're saying is going to be more the case, or if not, a nice blend of what both you and I are saying are going to
yeah,
kind of
that's
go down.
usually how it turns
Mhm.
out to be. But with what you're saying though, I don't. The only reason why I don't think we're going to see Mark Spector right off the bat, because I would like to, because he is the Indiana Jones like part of the
Mhm.
character. You know what I mean? But the only reason why I don't think we're going to see that right off the bat is because they're trying to have that mystery of who is Mark Spector. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
they're going to probably try to throw it as it's a whole different person rather than it being
Mhm.
just a personality right off the back. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I think we're gonna start with like the Stephen Grant persona, and then
Mhm.
like he's gonna slowly trying to be figuring out who is Mark Spector, and then it's like, oh shit, that's me. I'm Mark Spector.
Yeah.
I'm freaking Mark Spector, and I am Moon Knight.
Mhm.
Uh, and I'm also really, really hyped to see what's gonna go down with the villain. Like, how much of him are we going to see? When are we going to see him?
Because what's his name?
All of that.
The wh-
I have no idea. He's
I
not
want to
a.
say the Whistler, but it's not the Whistler. It's some off the wall thing that I just never heard of, and uh,
Not the Whistler. Okay, all right. This is not a drill. The episode is officially on
oh shit.
Disney
Okay. Okay. Okay.
right
Real quick, little update in case you guys, this is the first time you guys are joining us. How we do it here. Obviously, we can't have the whole thing stream on YouTube, otherwise, YouTube gods, bam, put it down. So we will have it pop up for you guys periodically for you guys to see. Um, but you guys are able to press play on the end of our countdown of 3. That way you guys can watch along with us. And I think we will have the link in our Discord,
Yep.
right?
If you are part of our Discord, you will be
Yep.
able to get that link and you'll be able to watch with us. If you do join our Discord and watch with us, please, there is no touching of the play and pause button. If you do, then we going you'll have to get the boot out of there. And we want to be able to watch it with you guys in real time. So because when you pause it for one, it pauses it for all, and you can mess it
Yeah.
up. So if you're in our Discord, the sacred Discord of Marvel Bros, the HQ. If you are there, please make sure that you are
Also,
respectful to all other nerds in
if
the
you're
scene.
ahead of us, or if you've already seen it, please, no comments, no spoilers in the comments. All right, not until the end of the episode. And yeah, that's kind of how we do things around here. And
Yes, sir. I'm about to get this announcement out in the Discord for everyone in there. Everybody, fire up your Disney Plus, put it on the Moon Knight, and wait for that countdown so we can all experience this amazingness together that is Moon Knight. I truly, truly never thought I would see the day where we would be watching freaking Moon Knight, but I am so pumped. I am so pumped. All right, if you are
alrighty.
in the Discord, the message is going out now. So make sure you slap that thing. Uh
Oh,
and
so
this
this,
episode is called The
yeah,
Goldfish Problem. and
yo,
and go ahead, bro.
yo, I was about to say, there's a poster of a goldfish in a blender. So I hope we don't see that.
I immediately texted Battery like,
Yo,
bro, if we see a fish get blended in this first episode, I don't even know what's gonna happen for the
set the tone hard, huh? Let's
set
see if
the
it does.
tone from the jump. You feel me?
All right,
Um,
are you
all
ready?
right,
I
brother.
think.
I think we're all good to go. I think we're all ready and fired up. So
Alrighty.
get that
All right, so
sacred countdown.
count down to 3. 1, 2, 3.
Mary Sue
Oh,
said, "Will it blend?"
Mary Sue, killing me.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. I am so happy.
Oh, we got some mellow music going on. Okay.
This is the bad dude. This is the villain. Oh, I have never.
Seen any practice like that before. Wow. My man's. Oh,
Okay.
what does this mean? No way. Is he gonna walk
Is
in
he about to
those?
put him on? Okay. As long as we're both confused as hell, he's putting him on.
Oh, bro. What if this guy gets powers through like pain? Is that what's going on here?
Oh. Or maybe he does that because it's part of the persona so he can limp and use the cane. You know what I mean? So he's
Mhm.
only doing that to make it seem like he's weak when he's really not. Okay. Or not because he sure is walking freaking fine.
He's
Oh,
walking
no. There
like
we
a
go.
champ right now.
Yeah. Like, there's. Okay.
I'd be in a fetal position, gone. Yo.
I wouldn't even be able to walk. I'm just on the ground.
Okay.
Let's see if anything is different about this
This music, you know?
intro. The intro. Are they gonna put Moon Knight? Okay, we got Black Widow in there. I think that's new. That version of Black Widow, at least.
Oh, the Eternals.
Okay, okay. Oh, look at in the
Oh,
letters.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah. Whoa, that was pretty dope. I feel like that lasted a little bit longer in those letters, right?
Mhm.
Mary Sue said, "Already hate it." Okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, oh.
See? Okay. Confusion.
Okay.
Confusion.
Confusion. I am confusion.
Yo.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So he already knows.
Yeah. We're gonna have to wait until he talks to see who he is, because the subtitles will give us that
Yeah, my man
information.
is confused as hell. Look at sand, salt.
Sand, yeah.
He's like, my 18 locks are all sealed.
The duct tape is still there.
The windows, my man. Check the windows.
Oh, there's the goldfish. Oh, I forgot about the boys. Not gonna lie. Oh my god. He is about to kill this. Wow. He was not leaving a message that whole time. Get off of me.
Okay.
Most of the stuff we've seen from the trailer so far.
Mhm. Man, look at the exhaustion. Do you see that in his face, bro?
Oh yeah. Ooh. What?
Oh.
Oh. Okay. That was interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Was that someone? Did he imagine that girl?
I don't know.
It seemed like that though, right?
Yeah, it definitely did.
Another personality there, possibly. Yeah, I think it was a different version of him that might have asked her out. Oh,
Okay, so
bro.
he's a vegan.
Yo.
Other bro got him eating meat and fighting crime. Oh snap! The Henny ad. Put it in the noggin.
It was like, okay, that's actually questioning here.
Damn. She is not playing with him at
Yeah.
all.
Jesus. The hostility. Okay.
Hey.
Damn, they are not playing with security there at all.
At all. No, they had 27 cameras.
Oh.
Oh man's making me hungry.
Oh God.
Oh my god. He's talking to the golden statue people that just stand there. Oh, so it's like his friend that probably talks to him on his breaks. I'm pretty sure we see this place in the trailers. He's so wholesome.
Yeah.
Mm. It might not be. Hey yo.
I mean, he has sand surrounding his bed.
I
18
need my guy
locks.
to. If my man never says something right now, I'm gonna be wilding. Derpy gaming.
Yo, look at that
Is,
shot.
oh,
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 the single.
that was unnecessarily cinematic. That was beautiful.
I feel like a lot's happened in terms of like foreshadowing and symbolism already. Like I don't know
Yes,
what
I
that
would
leaf
agree
meant, but that's
completely.
something that leaf meant something. I
Oh
feel
yeah.
like. Oh shit, it's about to go down, bro. Oh, what?
Derpy Gaming says, "So Moon Knight, huh? What's his power? Mooning people?" LMAO. He said I had to make that joke. The Ennead. I like it. I've never heard of the Ennead before. Have you?
Mm-mm. Wait, so why does he want to stay awake? Like, is he just not rift between God and man? Bro, the intense. Oh,
What the hell?
oh, look at that. Wake. Is this his jaw? Oh,
Oh my god. Oh, wait a second. Okay, I'm piecing it together. What the hell? Oh! I did not expect that.
oh.
Oh my god.
Yo, look at
What's
that.
happening? Oh!
Wait, what? Oh,
Oh! Oh! Okay,
that
I'm
escalated
not
quickly.
expecting the Venom type voice in the head. Don't know how I'm gonna feel about that right off the bat. Just gonna say that real quick. My man teleported to. Oh, hey, yo! Literally,
Oh,
like everything that we're seeing is literally from the trailer, bro.
I'm very intrigued as to whose character is.
He doesn't have a major role in the comics from who his character is, but I think they blended him with another one. What his character's name is, at least. Hmm. What? What's happening right now?
Is he about to come?
All right.
Oh man,
That was intense.
it weighed his heart.
Yeah, exactly. And it went green. So someone
Yep.
bad definitely has to go red. I wonder if they like burst into flames or something. Mary Sue said, "Where are we?" Oh. Old lady. Oh my god.
Oh, bro.
Yo, I am so excited.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, dude.
It really looks like yo, I love it. I love this. This is really I like that the voice isn't a consistent all the time thing in his Oh!
Oh my god. My man looked like he just ripped someone's heart out
It looked like
with
he
his
had
bare
a
hand,
heart
bro.
in his hands. Sounds like a freaking celestial is talking to him.
Where is he?
I just was not prepared for what we're having right now.
Yeah.
Everything is in the first episode, bro. Like, this is awesome. I am so I don't know how many times I'm gonna say this, but I am really happy right now. Like I'm happy. Oh, what in the hell?
You know, I will say I wasn't prepared for the amount of like music, uh,
I agree.
like Guardians of the Galaxy type stuff. I don't know how I feel about that. You know what I mean? I'll probably get into that
Yes.
later.
It's probably because they're trying to like differentiate like you know what I mean, the personas from each other. Like a lot of hype.
What? Oh, wow, these guys are bold.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Get mushed. Get mushed. I love it. I love it. Oh!
Oh,
What? He screamed.
okay,
Oh!
they're dead.
Yo, I love this. Good job, Marvel. Giving us some brutal content.
Oh, here he goes again.
Is he going backwards? Oh my god. Bro.
Oh
Oh.
man.
Not the windshield wipers on. Oh my god!
Okay. Okay. Um, this show's gonna be insane.
This
Uh,
show is about to be wild, bro.
we're only 21 minutes in, folks.
Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. I Oh my god, bro. What? My cheeks are about to hurt after this. Yo, pause. Because this is about to be amazing.
Gus the goldfish. Oh,
Is that not his goldfish? What?
dude, his hair is killing me.
Facts, bro. Oh, it's the wrong day. His date was yesterday. Cause she said you were in here yesterday, and he's like, I wasn't here yesterday. He lost a whole day. Oh my god.
Damn. What? Mean.
Bruh, his only chance. Oh, well, that's right. He's a vegan, so this is like a huge thing for this guy. Oh.
Man, bro. The torment within him right now, I feel like, is crazy.
Damn. The Laters Gators is killing me, bro. Who did he buzz to let him in? I'm so confused. My
Yo.
man.
Yo, no.
Don't go out like that. No. Can't give a fish chocolate.
Oh, no.
You can have some sprinkles. Fish is definitely gonna die. Fish will be dead tomorrow.
A little bit of sugar high, maybe? I don't know. He's like, you're not my Gus. No, bro. He's going to see Gus on the floor. No.
Battery, why would you say that? Wait a second. Something's
There's like an
definitely been getting
underground.
moved back and forth. Or is that a drawing? No, okay. I was like, it looks like something was getting moved back and forth. Mm.
So far, a good start, man. I'm kind of liking it. There's a couple things that that are. I'm not sure how I feel yet, but
Yeah. Okay. Wait a minute. Is this set back in the day? Because,
like
like,
how
why
so?
couldn't he just check his phone to see what day it was?
I don't think he has a phone.
And then this is an old school phone? I don't know, man. Months. Hmm. Bedrock says, I'm pretty far behind you guys. I'll join back on the stream when I finish the episode. All right, bro. Oh, that was a whole voice. Mm. Oh my god. I know. Oh my god. I'm so happy. This show has been really different.
Very. So far, it seems like the regular him is Merc. Oh,
Oh, he's still looking at him in the reflection. Whoa. Whoa. What's going on?
oh, damn.
Oh.
Oh, snap, bro. Damn, my man is losing it.
Oh. Oh my god.
Yo.
Oh my goodness. Yo, imagine if your life was really like this. You're just randomly waking up in different places. Everyone
That'd be
thinks you're
horrible.
crazy. Oh, you don't even have a job anymore, my G.
yeah. Yo.
Well,
Damn.
there's that. Oh. Mm. Oh my God. Whoa. Oh, he said the anime.
Bro, I'm not ready. I don't know what's gonna
I'm not
happen right
ready
now.
either, bro. Oh, he knows. Is he gonna have a tattoo?
It's gonna be green.
It's not gonna stop, I don't think.
Unless it breaks.
Yeah. Why did he take off running like that?
Damn.
That was hilarious. Mary Sue
That-
says, name dropping Atla. I feel so heard, right? That was awesome. Name Atla never gets name dropped, ever.
I'd be scared as shit. Oh, that's cold. They even shut that off? Oh damn.
It's probably on an automatic timer.
Yeah, probably.
Oh.
Uh-oh. That's allowed in the museum.
Oh, snap. Oh. Oh.
Oh, no shot.
Oh,
Already?
that was so we were like, whoa. We can definitely not watch any more trailers for this.
Yeah. Ooh, behind, bro. I wonder what Wolf by Night's Halloween special is going to be kind of focused on.
Yeah, me too. Oh, did you see it in the reflection? Oh my God. Oh.
Oh, damn.
Oh. What the? I don't know if that's Werewolf by Night or a dingo or something like.
Yeah, I was like,
What's
I
up
don't
with it,
know.
Chapo? Welcome to the chat. Oh my
Is that a freaking?
God. I am obsessed with this camera work right now. I can't even believe this is the same voice from the
Yeah.
same person. Holy crap. Oh my God.
Oh, look at the.
Yep, I see it. The hieroglyphs on the wall. Yes, there's no way we're really seeing it. Oh my
Let's
God.
go.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, bro, it looks like one of those Egyptian statues that you would see.
Yeah. Is that how it ends? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I am obsessed with this show. Oh my God. Oh, look at that. Oh. Oh yeah. This is beautiful. Oh, Oscar Isaac is an executive producer.
All right, doesn't look like there's any end credit scene.
This is awesome. Ooh, it's Khonshu. That was dope. Oh, it's Khonshu again. The Scarab. Ooh. Oh, that's beautiful. A staircase? I wonder where that's. Whoa. I wonder if that means there's 3 different personalities,
That's what I was thinking too.
or maybe 4
Or
because of the
four
actual
technically,
body. Yeah.
3 including, and then the fourth
The
one would be
3
Steven.
faces, and then the 4 would be the 4th would be the
Yeah.
body. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh. Oh. Whoa. They're going crazy. I. All right. All right.
Yo. Okay.
Whoa.
Initial thought so far. First episode.
Okay. Initial thoughts is this is not anything like what I thought it was going to be.
Mhm.
Uh, to be completely honest, I am freaking. I don't even know. I'm kind of flabbergasted by how much we saw that was actually in that trailer.
Mhm.
We really don't have any idea what's going to come in this show because everything that we saw
A lot of what
was
we saw
it.
was that
Everything in
first
that
trailer.
trailer, like literally almost everything except like that suit up part that we saw. Like that was like the only, and the jump over the building. Like that's the only thing that was in that trailer. Literally everything else was. And I'm kind of happy about that because that was still like exciting watching it. You know what I mean? Even knowing like everything that we saw was in the trailer, it didn't spoil anything really.
Mhm.
We were still like, what the hell is going on? So I'm loving it. The camera work is amazing. So you know they're going to be doing their thing like when it counts because
Mhm.
they're just like throwing stuff at us just to set the mood. You know what I mean? In this episode, you could really tell.
Mhm.
And it seems like in the next episode we're gonna be getting like straight into it like we did in this one. I think that's something that we both were really surprised by, is the fact that it got straight into it.
Yep.
And this is really like this is really peak Marvel television right now. Like
Yeah, bro.
I
That's a
don't think
different level for sure. This is the like the
yes.
and I think I'm jumping ahead here, but I think Mary Sue's comment right now is
Mm-mm.
very relevant to what you're saying.
I'm
Um,
shook. Makes the other Marvel shows look like they aren't trying. That's kind of how I feel watching this. Not gonna lie, like this one felt like a movie, like a lot more than those other ones did. I think Falcon and Winter Soldier, out of the ones we got, was the most
yeah,
like this
cinematic.
is a movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But as far as this is crazy. I was not prepared. This really makes me kind of sad that we didn't see this level of grit with the Falcon and Winter Soldier. To be
Mhm,
completely honest, like it would have made that so much better.
mhm.
Uh, how are you feeling, yo? First thoughts, bro. Like coming right off, like.
Probably hands down one of the best shows we've gotten so far on Disney Plus. Stunning, shocking, unexpected. Uh,
Mhm.
it had the action that we were hoping for, the violence that we haven't seen before. We
And
didn't
the
see
crazy
any of it,
part
but we
is,
saw
I
the
was about to
aftermath.
say that exactly, and that was the crazy part. Is yeah.
So, but like I think as the show progresses, we're gonna be able to see that kind of unfold.
Hmm.
As it kind of gets to know these other personalities and kind of forms relationships with them, and like lets them, kind of take control or or even work with them together. I don't know how that
Hmm.
works with him, but very venomous, like you had mentioned earlier, but
Yeah,
in a way that I like more than I
it's
did Venom,
better. It's way
because
better.
Venom 2, for you guys who don't know, I hated the bickering back and forth for straight 20 minutes, like the whole
The
movie. Like it was
entire
just
movie, no,
the entire
yeah,
movie, and
yeah.
it just I was like, I thought we
It
resolved
never.
it. It just didn't feel uh it just didn't even feel good like watching, you know what I mean? But
Hmm.
this it made sense. The jumping around, like how I was mentioning before we started the episode, it happened.
Yeah,
Everything that you talked about happened. Um
yeah. We were like you said, we were both right once
mhm.
again. Like, yeah.
Because
Uh,
again, like we didn't necessarily see how all this started, but hopefully we
mhm.
can see down the road. Very similar to like how the Book of Boba Fett did the flashbacks, not necessarily every episode, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'll probably be the way we'll figure out like how this happened exactly. Um, we got introduced to like the main villain, assuming he's the main villain, right?
Yes,
I don't,
100%.
I don't
Him and his uh
crew or organization.
his
Yeah.
deity, Amit, that he keeps talking
Yeah.
about. They're
Yep.
going to end up being the main villains. I hope we really get to see his his deity the way that we got to saw Khonshu. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
The way we got to see Khonshu, I hope we see Amit, because that would be really cool to even see them
Hmm.
maybe like getting like a okay, that might be a little cheesy when I like was about to say it out loud, but to see them kind of like fighting while the real dudes are fighting, that might
Hmm.
be a little cheesy, but at the same time, I don't know. Uh this is super amazing. I think what I was about to say goes into actually what Mary Sue just said. Disney has clearly gotten over a lot of hangups over what's allowed in a PG-13 setting. They even showed my guy's BDSM bedroom
Yeah.
here.
Yo, very soon you're killing me.
Yo,
You're killing me.
I'm telling you, she be quick with it. It just comes to her. Um, that was crazy. Let's see how everyone else is feeling. King said slow burn, it seems. I feel that. Yeah, it definitely feels
It was
like a
definitely it was a hybrid slow burn though,
I
right?
was about to say it didn't
It
really
went
feel like a
fast, slow
slow
down,
burn though.
fast, slow
Like
down.
it was a good pacing of
Mhm,
switching of skipping the person like the other personality. You
mhm,
don't get Mark Spector. You only get what's going on with Stephen Grant, which I
mhm,
really appreciate. Uh King says in the comics it's three identities. Yeah, it's Mark Spector, Stephen Grant, and then he has another Stephen Grant is the taxi driver, if I'm not mistaken. Marc Spector is the mercenary. He has another one that is a
Mr. Knight's one of them too, right?
uh that's a billionaire, like Bruce Wayne style. That's his other one, and then he has Mr. Knight and then Moon Knight.
Mhm.
But I think technically Moon Knight and Mr. Knight are like split personalities of each other rather than
Mhm.
them being split personalities of Marc Spector. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um yeah. We already read this one. Comic Society says this was amazing.
Yeah. Great way
And
to kick off the show, man. I couldn't be more happy. I really am.
Julio
Really happy.
agrees. He said it was great. Um, King says Khonshu's voice, I think, could be a little scarier.
It did catch me off guard.
I don't think that was Khonshu's voice. I'm pretty sure that was Moon Knight talking in his head.
Oh no, I think it was Conchu, bro. I don't know. There's
Because
no way,
Marc
right?
Spector is the other one. And
Because Marc
then
Spector
the
was
only reason why I'm saying this is because every time we saw Khonshu, we never saw him say anything at the same
mhm.
time as the voice. So I feel like that's why they disconnected that on purpose to make that actually be two different things.
Because we saw like Marc Spector was
Yeah,
what's
in the mirror.
what's the actor's name? I can't, I don't know why I forgot.
What?
Uh
Oscar Isaac?
Oscar Isaac, yes. That was Oscar
Oh,
Isaac's
okay.
voice.
Yes.
That was Marc Spector's voice. And
Mm-hmm.
then Khonshu, I'm assuming it's the old guy's voice, but we don't know for sure yet. It's still pretty early.
The old guy's voice.
If it is the old guy's voice, I don't know if I like that. I was hoping, I like King was, I think I feel like it should be a little more daunting, if that makes sense. Right? I mean, I don't know a lot about Khonshu, but I feel like just the way he looks menacing. But he also
Just
sounds
because
like
it
he has a
just
lot of
sounds like
wisdom.
an old guy talking. I don't know, you guys. I just really feel like that's not Khonshu talking. It might be,
Yeah.
and if it is, then I completely agree with you guys 100%. But the entire time I was watching the show, I never thought that was Khonshu talking to him.
Mhm.
I always thought that it was Moon Knight talking to him instead. Like I
Mhm.
felt the way it is in my head is each one of these, even Moon Knight, is an alternate personality from the Marc Spector persona. You know what I mean? Like Marc Spector is Moon Knight, but when Moon Knight takes over, it's like still a completely different persona from actual Marc Spector. That's how you get Mr. Knight as well as a different persona. You know what I mean? So I kind of just feel like my man battery.
I was
So
like,
I just kind of feel like when it comes to the voice and the way the voice, I feel like only Marc Spector has that connection to Moon Knight. So that's why it's
shit.
like Moon Knight's like, hey, turn the body over to Mark so I can come and do what I need
The
to
show's
do.
got me feeling like Stephen Grant
Um,
right now, like unsure
if
of who's who.
but if that's Khonshu though, I will not. I will not. I agree with you guys. I don't like that either. I think that's not a good.
A little more menacing, right? I mean,
Yeah, a little more menacing, I guess you can say. Like I don't feel like that's how that deity would sound. Like
a
the
little
way
more
it
bold.
looks,
Mhm.
it looks terrifying. And then he's talking and it's like, oh, hello. Like, bro, no, like that does not match up at all. And that's why I don't think they would make that mistake. And I feel
Mhm.
like that's why we don't see Khonshu ever say anything. You know what I mean? I don't know though. I don't know. I had the subtitles on, but I don't think it ever said anything about
I
the
don't think it
voice. I think it
says.
just said menacing voice or something like that. I think
Mhm.
that's literally what the subtitle was for it. King says no, it was Khonshu because he kept saying give Mark the body back. But once again, that could be Moon Knight saying that because Marc Spector is the only one that can access the Moon Knight power, not Stephen Grant. Because if he could, there would be no reason. You know what I mean? Uh, this is going to be one of those shows where if you're not taking in everything on screen, you're missing stuff. I feel
Yeah.
that
And there
because
was a
I was
lot,
seeing so
especially early
much.
on, because like we had mentioned, there was like, okay, I feel like there's a lot of foreshadowing here. Like the little girl,
Hmm.
I don't even know if she was real. Just put that
Yeah,
out there.
she gave me some really creepy vibes.
I don't know if that was just a random kid he just kind of started a conversation with, but like definitely didn't feel real. That leaf drop on that very cinematic scene there,
Hmm.
unexpected. I don't know what it means, but it's fishy. Okay, it's got me
Yeah.
feeling weird. So
Kind of
the
reminds me
phone.
of a Wheel of Time Like the
Mhm.
way it was like, oh, if you look in the background, you saw different characters just walking through the city,
Mhm.
minding their own business. It kind of seems like one of those things. Like you could probably see some of those people that were surrounding Steven in the museum. You could
Yeah.
probably see them in the crowds leading up to that or something like that. No doubt. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure you'll see them following him or something strange. Um, I really, really, really liked everything that's going
Mhm.
on so far.
Yeah.
Comic Society says I do need give a F. It's just a voice. Maybe you're saying I do not give a F. It's just a voice. I think that suits a little bit
I
more.
feel it, man.
Hey,
I feel it.
yeah, to each his own. For some, though, when you read these comics and you know how everything works and how creepy certain aspects are supposed to be, you kind of expect a certain point to it, So it just seems like, you just expect a little bit different vibes, I guess you can say. King says F. Murray Abraham is the voice of Conchu. It was definitely him talking. Just
Oh, okay,
Googled it.
okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know who
Okay,
that person is that you just said.
okay, okay,
Man,
this
I
I
am
hope this isn't
so
like I'm not roasting the show or, him at all, but, his I felt like I was watching Planet Earth and looking at penguins and, like, polar bears in the Arctic, right? The narration, right? Am I wrong? I don't know the guy's name, but, like, yo, I was watching an Animal Planet autobiography, right? Like, am I wrong?
You're not wrong. Give Mark the like give Mark the body back. If you look
Oh,
over here, a beautiful gazelle grazes in the grass. Hey, you're not lying, bro.
right?
You're pretty
Yo,
accurate with that, bro.
this is a little,
Um, that,
observation.
that's hilarious.
How'd you feel about the music? Because
Dirty D says
that's something
this
I wanna
was
talk about.
lit. The music, man.
Definitely caught me off guard. I didn't know we were going that route.
I think
Um,
the mute. I think I said this a little bit even when you asked during while we were watching. Like, I feel like the music is going to be one of those points of like it really is there to just differentiate the lightheartedness of that character. And I also feel like maybe it was just kind of the first episode type of thing, and it might not do it for the rest of them. Once again, it was just the first episode. You know what I mean? Like,
mhm,
oh, this is all happy go lucky, and this how it is, but really, this is not how it is at all. Like, oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Like,
Um,
I was gonna say, like, that music could be, Steven's, like, personality,
yes,
forcing
exactly.
out the negatives and really kinda, like, his persona in terms of trying to keep always staying positive, and it's like, "Okay,
Hmm.
I'm not going crazy, I'm not going crazy." And then, like, obviously, throughout the episode, we see some of that music change to, like, really creepy type stuff, and, we
Yeah.
don't really hear that towards the end of the episode or, like, the halfway point of the episode, we don't really hear that type of music.
And
Um
another thing is that the music also isn't even in the music is in the background every time we hear it. If you notice, it's not like something happens and the music starts playing. It's
Mhm,
like he walks into the building and the dude is listening to music on his phone. He
mhm,
gets into the car and the car is playing music. I don't know why, but it just kind of seems like certain points that he's kind of like hyper focusing on that kind of like ground him, I guess you could
yeah.
say, to like what's kind of going on in this persona that he's taken over. Uh I don't know though, because it did kind of catch me off guard once. Like it didn't catch me off guard at first, but once it happened again and again, and then you said something, I was like, okay, yeah, it's too much because I was like, I thought I was kind of tripping or something because I was trying to just ignore it.
I
Like
just
once
wasn't
you
expecting
said it
Guardians
as
of the
well,
Galaxy.
you were like, bro, what the what? You're like, is there a lot of music happening? Or and I was like, no, there's definitely is. And that's what
That's
you
just a
said for
nitpicky
Guardians of
thing
the
on my end.
Galaxy.
I'm not trying to, roast the show. I think, like, so
Yeah,
far it's probably the best thing we've ever gotten on Disney Plus, but it just caught
yeah,
me off guard. I wasn't expecting all
yeah.
that music to be up front in that very beginning. Because for me personally, I thought we were gonna get, and we did get this, a very dark, gloomy, you know,
Hmm.
much, different vibe from everything we've gotten, and we got that. But again, music caught me completely off guard. But a lot on this episode caught us off guard.
Dirty D says this was lit. King says the voice just kind of ruined the tension. Still loved it, but just saying.
Mhm.
I don't
I think
I
they
don't
made it work.
know. I don't know if it yeah, I don't know if
I think they made it work, but again, I wish it was a little more menacing.
yeah, I don't know if the voice is that big of a damper for me. Like how like what you're saying, King. Kind of like what Mary Sue is saying in this next one. Oh God, the idiot's in control might be my favorite line. Like I really liked those little
Mhm.
bits, you know what I mean? Um, And what I'm kind of thinking is we might get some type of flashback in this show, Eternal style, to where we
Mhm.
see these gods that are being talked about. And that is why you hear the voice how it is, because before the god became how it looks now, possibly it was more humanized, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, or something like that. If we ever see the giant thing and then the voice at the same time, it's gonna be really weird. I'll say that much. I'll say that much. That'll be definitely weird. I think the whole voice in the head thing in general is weird. So for me, no matter what the voice would have sounded like, I would have still felt how I feel right now. You know what I mean? Because it's like even if the voice was like more menacing, I would have still been like, why that? Like that's kind of weird to me because I just didn't expect it. I don't know if it's I didn't want it, but I just didn't expect it. Maybe I'm just still scarred from Venom, like we were just talking about. You know what I mean? Because that really did like I know like you're more verbal about it, but it did bother me as well. But you were like we know you're tripping off of that part. I it was a bothersome for me just because it was like in that movie it was like we already saw them bickering, so I don't
Yeah.
understand why they're still bickering. That was really the thing for me.
Mhm.
But it was like I don't know, bro. The everything about this was really awesome. So it just depends on where that voice is gonna go and how much we're gonna hear it. I guess
Mhm.
if it just comes in these immediate moments, it'll be like it'll be good for it. But if he's like gets full blown talking lines and stuff, it's gonna be crazy. Daniel says, "Hey guys, what is
Up,
up with it,
Daniel?
Daniel?
How's it
How you
going?
doing, G? Love to see you in the chat." Daniel says, I enjoyed this first episode. I don't know much about this character. I appreciate the different tone this show has compared to previous MCU shows. My only complaint is the weird car chase
I was
CGI.
about to bring this up. I was about to bring
Okay.
this because it did look a little weird. I don't know if you saw it.
Now are we talking about when the freaking
Going downhill and, like, cars flying off and, like, just different things. It looked a little
yeah.
weird.
For me, the biggest problem was when the dudes got hit with the logs. Like that looks terrible. It was still
It
like
it did, but that was really cool to see, like, in Disney
yes,
Plus
I
show.
was about to say that.
Like,
That's
what it
what made up for it.
signifies for what's to come makes me
It
so
kind of
excited.
felt like they didn't know what to do because they never do stuff like that. You know what I mean? It
But you
was
know
like
what?
we don't usually have stuff like this happening.
So, like, for this is how I look at it. If we have movies like Fast and the Furious, have you seen Six Underground on Netflix?
No.
Well, there's, like, a whole car chase, like, like, escape, like, montage for a while,
Hmm.
and it's like all of it was done practically as far as understood, and, like, so it's like, it's not impossible for them to have filmed that in live. Obviously, people getting hit with logs, it's a little different, but, like, um
Yeah,
but it's Disney. A lot of the stuff that they've done for Marvel isn't practical a lot of the
I
times. Some of
feel
it
that
is, some of it's not, but
we had that same issue with Shang Chi. No,
overall,
was that
Shang-Chi looked
Shang
pretty
Chi?
good, though.
Wasn't there a chase scene in Shang Chi and it was like completely
Oh, the
CGI
bus.
for no reason?
No, 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 the bus scene
No,
looked
no,
really good.
Maybe I'm tripping about. Maybe I'm thinking about something else.
You're thinking of Book of Boba Fett.
I think I'm thinking of Snake Eyes.
You know what? That's probably what it is.
I think I'm
It
thinking of Snake Eyes because there was a terrible chase scene with like motorcycles or something. Maybe that wasn't. Maybe that. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. But I I feel that. I feel that CGI was definitely choppy in that chase scene, and I don't know why, but it
it
just
didn't take
feels
away from
like
anything.
it didn't take away from anything. I think they should have had some more. I don't know. They needed something. There was like I think because we didn't see the fighting, I think that's what switched it up. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
since we didn't see the fighting, it didn't damper anything for me, but it was just like, oh man, like it kind of made you focus on those points of the CGI a little bit more. Mary Sue says you're thinking of Black Widow. Oh, I think that was Black Widow actually. I think you're right. It was some crazy
There was a
motorcycle
car
scene
chase
in
in there.
that,
Yeah.
and they were like going through something. Oh yeah, I think you're right. Daniel says the episode can easily be M18 had it not been the blood scenes removed, but it's effective in telling the viewers that it's gonna get violent. Yeah, I agree, man. This was
I wonder.
really, really violent. Like, I'm pretty sure that dude in the back of the van that Steven was
Got shot
driving
in the face,
got shot
100%.
in the face. Yeah.
Real quick.
Like, and then dropped out of the moving vehicle. And then that one truck got crushed by the logs. And then those logs are the same logs that later smacked into the other dudes because they were driving down that hill that the logs flew off of. So that's
Yeah.
a really solid like, you know what I mean? That's solid. I like that. I like stuff like that.
Dude, do you think there's a cut out there where it shows all that, it didn't cut it out? Or do
Oh,
you
I
think that,
think 100% that we're going to see all of that we didn't see for
yeah?
sure. And I think we're going to see it from Marc Spector's point of view. I
Mhm.
think possibly in the next episode,
Like when they kind of start talking and kind of figuring out like what, like,
here's a little bit, I don't know. I know we're not probably at this part yet, but for the next episode, I do think that we might see Marc Spector's point of view of the same situation that we saw
mhm.
from the first one. So
Yeah,
everything that we saw in the first episode, but from the point of view of Marc Spector instead. So we'll see the fight
yeah,
scene. We'll probably see him ask out the girl like that like how that happened at the beginning. We'll probably
mhm,
see that whole thing transpire from his perspective in like the same way we saw it from Stephen
yeah,
Grant's perspective. I think that would be a solid way to kind of tell the story, I guess, and kind
mhm,
of let us since they've thrown us in full fledged. That's the only reason why I think that we're gonna get that in the next episode is because they threw us in with this episode full fledged. So I feel like in the beginning of the next episode, not
mhm,
even the whole episode, but just the beginning part will have something to do with Mark Grant and what his life was in those
mhm.
days of the first episode and the 2 days that he lost when he went to like Peru or wherever the hell he was, and all of that. That's kind of the vibe that I'm
Okay, okay.
getting.
Let's see. Is there anything else? I wonder if the girl that was on the
Layla.
other end of the phone was it
Layla.
Layla? I wonder if
Mhm.
she's anything significant in terms of like being on another level, the same level as Merc, uh, or uh, or someone else. Like I don't know, maybe that's the girl behind the girl at the computer. Um, but I don't know.
It does seem something like that. Possibly like his partner when he would go and do the mercenary work when he was, possibly when he went to Egypt, she was there, and that's why I'm thinking like Stephen Grant took over the body as a way to like cope with the freaking harsh things that were
Hmm.
going on with him being Moon Knight
Yeah.
and the mind already splitting or something like that. And that's kind of where we're gonna head out with that. And she's gonna be like, "Yo, I haven't seen you since we were in Egypt or whatever," and blah 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 blah. I don't know if she's gonna be like a girlfriend or just like another person, but
Hmm.
this is solid. Um, Daniel says Oscar Isaac's performance was phenomenal. I'm looking forward
100%.
to seeing more of him. It's interesting that he was Apocalypse in X-Men Apocalypse, also an Egyptian deity. I know, right? I think we talked about that on a pop culture news update or something before.
Yeah, he did great this episode, man. Like, I
Mhm.
think him coming up with the voice, for Steven and kind of really kind of showing the torment that he kind of goes through because of like
Yeah.
the split personality thing and being able to show us that in a really creative and really fresh way that I haven't seen before on
Hmm.
screen and really make the show stand out. And that was awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
Layla being like, "What is up with the accent?" That was
yeah.
hilarious. I was like, "Okay."
Apparently he just started using that voice on set and that's how they kind of started using it. And they were like, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just go with it. Apparently.
But you're definitely right, Daniel. I really loved his performance. I loved when we actually got to hear Mark Spector talk, and it was like noticeably different. Like this is not like Stephen Grant is not Mark Spector. Those are two different
Mhm.
personalities, two different people entirely. And I really loved the use of the bathroom scene. If you notice, like when it's in the reflection that's straight on, he starts talking and he starts turning around and pointing towards the door and walking towards the door. And then he's walking in that same way in the reflections on the side. So he's actually like it's like he's really in a mirror dimension and he's
Yeah.
actually like going these places that's happening. It's not just what we see. He's actually in every reflection that way, which
Mhm.
was wild to me. Um, I just don't feel I feel like we've never seen something like that before, to be
Yeah.
completely honest. Uh, and that really got my Ghibli's tender. And then I really liked Apocalypse in the X Men movies. In X Men Apocalypse, I liked him and I
I did
didn't
too.
like him. It was a love hate relationship, I guess you could say. Um,
It was a love-hate relationship for that whole movie, bro. Like, it was
yeah,
good until it
exactly.
wasn't, or it was
Yes,
bad until it wasn't. Like, that's probably the best way
yes,
to put it.
yeah,
Uh,
yes, both ways.
yeah.
And
But
that goes the same for Apocalypse as well. But
what else?
Khonshu looked dope.
Yep.
Um, I can't wait to see if the other dude who is the cult leader, I can't
Mhm.
wait to see if he's going to um
Pretty sure he's gonna resurrect Emmett.
like
Is it is how do you say it? Em
Ahmet, I think, or
Ammit? I'm pretty sure
yeah.
that's, like, his whole purpose is to kinda resurrect her or, like, either resurrect her or become her or, like, a version of her.
I'm just interested if we're gonna see him take on a costume type of thing the same way that Mark Spector does with Moon Knight, and
Mhm.
see him kind of like suit up and get like a like suit up in a way, or if he's just gonna be how he is normally, but just more
Yeah.
powerful. Uh, the glass in the slippers, yo, really liked that part. Just being at the very beginning, it was
I
wild.
wish they kind of explained that a little bit because they like he it didn't I would expect blood to be I thought would be coming out or everywhere he stepped, but that wasn't the case.
Mm-mm.
Um, I wish they kind of explained that a little bit as to why he was doing that. Obviously, I
Yeah,
think that we will find out a little later.
yeah.
Maybe it's Emmett or whatever telling her like, "Hey, telling him you got to do this.
I
This is your way of showing your loyalty to me or something like that." Like
I just that I just feel like it might be like that. Just the cane and the whole getting the sympathy, and it allows him to show more emotion because he's always in like
mhm,
constant pain, and he's able to manipulate that pain in different ways or show it
yeah.
in different ways, so to speak. Everything about this episode, I'm not gonna lie, I really every creative choice that they made, I'm okay with, to be
Yeah.
completely
And
honest.
realistically, there's not a lot of bad things that happen in this episode. I think overall, this
That's
episode
yeah.
was almost perfect. I mean, everything that we talked about, just nitpicky.
Hmm. Yeah,
Nothing that
like those CGI points though, those were
that's
bad. Like
probably the
I'm not
one
even
thing.
gonna, yeah, like I'm not even gonna. We can't skip over that. Like they were bad moments. Like they
Mhm.
could have looked better. But I think we saw
Overall
that
story,
even with like Hawkeye and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like something looks ridiculous, and the next moment you have a literal arrow that looks real and super giant actually landing on the freaking bridge. And it looked
yeah,
like it was really there. And then you're like, wait, what? Like, in the very next moment, the car freaking drifting is CGI. And it's like, okay, well, this just doesn't work.
yeah.
Um, uh, Daniel, yeah, I agree completely. Agreed. It was a very good first episode. I wasn't fully on board with this show until I finished watching this
Hey, you
episode.
know what? From the day they announced this show, I think we
Mhm.
both of us here at Marvel Bros. Both assumed this show was going to be the best show that we're going to be ever getting up
Oh
until
yeah.
this point, and it didn't disappoint. We were last week. We talked about it during our pop culture news episode. We hope
Hmm.
this is not disappointing. We hope it's not a fluke, and we were wrong. It's on par. It's on point. It's complete and utter fire, spitting destruction. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
And we were even still talking about this one throughout all of the other shows that we had coming up. Like WandaVision, we're like, yep, this was awesome, but I can't wait for Moon Knight. Like that's the one that's gonna be dope. Mary Sue says also it looks like we're adding yet another group of disposable plainclothes bad guys to the MCU. These organizations must have great pay.
Hey, you know
Yo,
what?
I know.
Dude,
I don't know. Were you there for my rant, Mary Sue, about the tracksuit mafia? Like, you're
my
telling
man
me,
was not having it with the tracksuit mafia.
I, like, you're telling me we've never seen anyone in a tracksuit ever before, and all of a sudden they have 250 out their disposal like it's a freaking video game. I
Mhm.
am so not okay with that. Like, I'm just not okay with it.
But you know
And
what?
we'll probably never see another tracksuit again. I just don't understand. It's really dumb.
I will say that I don't know what this organization's called. I'm gonna just
Mhm.
call them the Amet followers. Or
Yeah.
I feel like they're way more organized and have more balls than the freaking tracksuit mafia ever did.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, they
just
were
from this
gonna
episode alone,
murder Steven when he
yeah, they
after what
genuinely
he
were
did.
trying to, and they weren't like messing around either. Like tracksuit mafia, cracking jokes, just
Hmm.
weren't serious about what they were doing. These
Facts.
guys, they knew what they're doing and they did it with purpose. Obviously most
These
of
are
them died,
facts. A
unfortunately,
lot of
but
them did die. Yeah.
but overall, they played their parts well. So,
I agree. No, I agree completely. They did their part as like they had more of a henchman vibe, I guess you can
mhm.
say. Uh yeah, the Amishans, exactly. Um, I don't know, yo. Oh yeah, baby, what is up with it? How you doing? Oh yeah, tuning in with us on my Twitch. How you doing, yo? I hope you're having a good time. Daniel says I'm gonna call. Oh yeah, I'll call them Amishans, um, or Amashans. Uh, just got finished watching it. Oh
What do
wow,
you think?
Bedrock. So yeah, you were a little bit behind than where we were. I would have jumped out of here too. How are you feeling though? Yeah, what do you think about it? Yeah. What's the vibes? How is everyone feeling about it? Mary Sue, how are you feeling about it? Jokes aside, um, Mason says, and if they've all been judged good, and they've all been judged good people. I don't think all of them has been judged. I think it's just who chooses to get judged as a sacrifice. I think that's part of his needing
Mhm.
or him keeping Ahmet with him without her being an actual. Well, I don't know because he even talked about the voice in the head, the
Yeah,
way
so he must suffer. He
I
must
don't know.
have the same
Yeah,
issue.
it has to be
Uh,
like the same issue through and through. He even spoke about the previous avatar that she had turning against her, turning against Ahmet. Like so. I don't know, yo. This is gonna be a wild ride, yo.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it says I'm good. Thank you. No problem.
Trying to
No
think
problem.
what else in the show popped out that really kind of made me.
I'm interested in the museum. I don't know why, but the museum feels like it's going to be a
That
part of
museum setting
everything
was
as
pretty
well.
awesome. Especially
I feel
I
like
was running away from the. It wasn't a
oh
werewolf.
snizzles.
Uh,
Okay. Okay, so yeah, there's
it was an
I know it's
Egyptian.
not a dingo, but it's an Egyptian dog. That's the
Yeah,
I can't I know it's not a dingo, but it's
they're
something
in
like
like
that.
hieroglyphics and stuff. I forget the name of what they're
Hmm.
called, but it was a version of that if it was alive.
Yeah.
That looks really ugly and almost like a. I don't even know I don't even know. A
uh
hairless dog, if that makes sense.
yeah, that's the
Or
Anubis
they're
dog, I
cats.
think,
I
if
don't
I'm not
know,
mistaken. No, it's a dog. There is a cat, but the one we're talking about is specifically a dog. And I can't remember what type of dog it is. The
trying to.
Basenji, I guess. I guess that's what it is. The Basenji. Yeah, this is the dog for sure. That it was the Basenji. Um. Uh. Let's see. Mary Sue says, "I'm so intrigued. They could make a whole cinematic universe out of just this, as far as I can tell. You are not lying. This could definitely be the whole like Marvel Black Label or whatever you want to call it, like
Yeah.
a whole separate part of the MCU that's like MCU adjacent. I'll have a whole bunch of spin-off series. Uh Bedrock says, "Good episode. Was confused throughout most of it on what was going on, but in a good way. I feel that.
I think a lot of people are gonna feel that way. I felt that throughout a lot of it too.
Mhm.
Um, but in a really good way. Like in the sense, like I think that was their whole purpose with this first episode, is that I think they wanted us to make us feel as confused as Steven was.
Yes.
Up until the very end when he kind of realized, you know what, I'm gonna die here unless I give
Mhm.
Mark the wheel. And I was like, and then you know what he said? He said, Mark, take the wheel. And look
Yeah.
what happened. He
Yeah.
survived.
I feel like this entire episode, the transitions between Steven and Mark Spector, and everything, it was almost like an entire movie in itself. You know what I mean? Like you got
Mhm.
to see it was like a whole movie getting taking place, and then that end was like the climax, you know? Like,
Mhm.
and usually that's not how these episodes are set up. This episode was literally set up with like a beginning, a middle, and then a actual like ending, and the hero moment kind of
Yep.
being the last part that you see, the way it would be like on a movie, like the way the heroes up, whoops ass, and then it ends, you know. So hopefully, I mean, the next episode is even longer than this one, so we're definitely
Yeah.
gonna get some more juiciness. But I think it's just gonna get better from here on. To be so completely honest, Sword says Outlast 2. Not sure. Is that
I
a
haven't
video
played that.
game?
It's a game.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, okay,
It's
yeah.
a horror game.
Um, is that the vibes you're getting from this? Is that what you mean? Daniel says, yeah, the plot intended for the audience to ask questions, coupled with Oscar's amazing acting to tell us Steven's confusion and desperation. He was
Yeah.
definitely desperate about
Yeah.
with like a lot of things. Um, it seems like everyone, well, not everyone, but the other personalities are aware that Steven has like the power to basically take over the body and mind. Um, I don't know if you guys remember this, but I had mentioned that this may be similar to an episode of American Dad where Roger has a alternate personality that ends up taking over over his body, and he ends up like having an all-out fight with this alternate personality. And what happens in this episode actually is that Roger wants to steal a pair of gloves from like this store, and in order to steal this pair of gloves from the store, what he does is he gets a job as one of his many personas that works at that store. But the persona ended up taking over and getting a mind of its own, and actually was like a real person that started using his credit cards and had his own apartment that Roger had knew nothing about. I think his name was Stanley, to be completely honest, yo. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. I feel like that is exactly what's gonna happen in this show, to the point where Mark Spector got this job at the museum under the persona of Stephen Grant to steal that scarab that he
Yeah.
has, right? But he completely forgot that that was going on, and that persona that he created actually took over his entire
Mhm.
mind, and then made a persona of himself, and now he's living his own life, and he thinks he's real.
Mhm.
So, um, and I honestly don't think he's really calling his mom either. That's something that we are definitely gonna have to talk about, because who is he
Okay,
calling?
so this is what I was thinking of. I'm pretty sure his mom passed, and that's just kind of his way of coping,
Is
uh, and
calling the
and keeping her like a
the
part of him
voicemail?
is just leaving him voicemails.
Hmm.
And I know that's something that's pretty common, So,
Oh yeah, for
uh,
sure.
I think that's what's going on. But unless like his mom, he really always tries to call his mom, and his mom never answers. That's kind of
It
heartbreaking, but
seemed like the
that
next
might be
time,
happening too.
it seemed like the second conversation was a real one, though, right? It seemed like she was like talking back and asking questions, because he was like saying, he was like, "Oh yeah," he was like, "No, mom, it's all good. Yeah, no, no, we had fun. We had a good time."
Mhm.
And then he was like basically lying, of course, about everything that happened. He wasn't actually talking to anyone,
Mhm.
not talking to anyone, but he wasn't telling the truth. So I don't know. Bedrock says, "Yeah, definitely horror vibes from this episode for
Yep.
real." My main question is, are the voices real, or is he just a crazy person with powers, or is it a little of both? It's a little bit of both.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I don't know a lot, but I'm pretty sure. Like, I know he has powers because of the god. I forget his name.
Khonshu.
Khonshu. But he's also crazy, and I don't think that's helping his situation. Uh, so I think it definitely goes both ways there.
I
Definitely.
feel like they're gonna make it that he had that split personality disorder because of like
Hmm.
Khonshu coming in and
Yeah.
kind of coming into his mind and all of that and all of the chaos that would ensue because of that.
Hmm.
And
But
I'm also sticking by this is back in the day. I don't care what anyone says. I am sticking by that this is not like present day MCU by any means. Because the phone, like we have not seen one iPhone touchscreen, anything from like really anyone, I don't think. Um no, but we did hear modern day music
there
though.
was
I'm
a
not gonna lie.
T-Mobile store, sir.
That doesn't mean I mean, no. I mean like
How old is
2020
T-Mobile? I don't even
modern
know
day.
how old.
Like
I don't even know how old. Because like
T-Mobile's
what
been around
Endgame?
forever, bro. Like
Endgame happened in what 2000? Like in the MCU, was it
2018.
2021?
What?
2018?
28 yeah, 2018. Because
Okay.
5 years later is 2023 when like everything is happening, when the blip happens.
Hmm.
And then that's kind of where we pick up in the MCU after that.
Maybe
But
next episode will kind of answer that because it wasn't.
it didn't feel like this was like a modern day thing. Like when I don't mean modern day, like literally like this is freaking the 80s. I'm talking like this is not in the
Hmm.
2020 era. Like this is not in the it doesn't even really seem like this is in the 2015 era. It seems like this is like there was a Motorola phone, my G. Like he was using
Hmm.
a razor, like, and then the phone that he was calling his mom on was not a touchscreen phone either. Like those were both two different phones that were
Hmm.
both old school phones. Like not old school, but
Hmm.
not at least in the smartphone era. Like we got to remember, smartphones aren't like hella new, but it's like it's post new. You know what I mean? So this is like early 2000s. I feel like maybe even 2010s, maybe earlier than the 2010s.
Hmm.
I don't know, man. It just Daniel says T-Mobile was founded in 1999.
Yes, it was actually a part of AT&T until the government was like, "Nah, AT&T, you need to split up." Monopoly, bam. T-Mobile, all those other things were kind of created from there. And you know who the company that started that lawsuit to make that happen? Motorola. Yeah, interesting. It could be. I think next episode maybe might show us some signs as to what time frame we're in. Um, for me, the way I'm looking at it, at least from Merc's perspective, as a
Are
mercenary,
you saying Merc?
is it Merc's Marc Spector? I'm sorry, Mark.
Yeah, I was like, bro, you know a Mark, and you're still not
Yes.
saying Mark.
From Mark's perspective, as like a mercenary type thing, I don't know if I'd want a smartphone. You know what I mean?
Yes, but I'm talking
With that
about from
said,
the
I know
perspective
he
of
didn't have a smartphone either.
yeah, Stephen
So
Grant, because he
it'll
would
be interesting to
know.
see how
You
that
know
kind of
what I mean?
unfolds. Hmm.
Mary Sue, Mark the Merc.
Yes, it's
Facts.
exactly. Yeah,
Uh, a lot of tinfoil hat people use old phones like
yeah.
that
See,
for
that's kind of like my
privacy
reasoning as to what I'm
reasons.
thinking. But
I
again,
feel that, but let's see. Okay, let's
they're
see. Let's
also
see.
not in the U.S. because he's in London.
This
I don't.
is true. This is
It's a
true.
different
And I
vibe over
but
there. So I
yeah, I
don't
can't
know.
say that I know how it rocks in London. I cannot act like I know because I do not know.
I don't even know what. I think the guns that those guys were using. Actually, no, they wouldn't be able to help because they were in Bulgaria.
Yeah,
And
I was like, guns
yeah,
don't. Yeah,
they don't use what we got here typically.
it just kind of felt okay. So was a guy watching a video on his phone? Bedrock. Bedrock says, "What about the guy that was watching a video on his phone?" I don't know. I don't. Was it the
I think
dude? Was
it
that the
might just
dude
be
at the
under the watch
beginning?
through.
Was that the dude in the? Was that the security guard? Was he the one watching? I think
Oh, he
that's.
was watching a video. He was watching. I don't even know. He said it was what he was watching. I think Mark said he was watching. Oh, you're watching that
Oh,
again
he's
or something
watching
like that.
otter videos on YouTube, but
Yeah,
that
that's
doesn't
right.
count really. YouTube's been around for a while.
But
But on his phone, yeah, that's a little iffy. But I just feel like it was maybe they made it purposeful that there was a lack of technology. Like, you didn't see too much of anything like that, it just yeah, I'm not sure, man. It just felt. Oh, and then he did take that picture for those people on their phone. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. It just felt really weird. It felt, but like you guys said, it might be because of the privacy reasons. So when he first had that persona as Mark Stephen Grant, he probably did do that instead,
Mhm.
Uh
Plus, it's cheaper,
facts.
so that could be the issue. But again, it also might be the geographical location that they're in. I don't know what it's like over there in Europe in terms of like, what if does everyone have iPhones over there? Like I don't know.
Big facts, yeah.
I know like that's kind of like the main thing here in the US. Obviously, we have a lot of Android and Samsungs, but like uh most people, at least here where we're at in our town area, most people have iPhones. Um, Interesting fact. But wow, great way to start off the show. Uh, Mark, real quick, do you have any final thoughts as to this episode before we get into our Marvel Bros rating?
Um, my thoughts on this episode is that everything was really awesome and amazing. To be completely honest,
Mhm.
I am super happy with with what we've got, and it just the vibe that they set with everything feels just new. It doesn't feel like we've ever experienced what we're about
Mhm.
to, feel within this show. This is definitely going to be worth. This might be the first show that I actually rewatch um, while we're watching it through because I haven't watched. I
Mhm.
don't think I watched like any of the show, like any of the
Yeah, I
episodes
haven't
again.
rewatched any of them either.
While we're watching it, like I've gone
Loki
back
is
and
the
watched
first
it
one
after.
that I
But
might. Yeah.
but I mean, like this with this show, it seems like this episode, I'm gonna watch it again, and then the next episode, I'm probably gonna watch that one again, like before the next week of the next episode coming out. I don't usually do that, but this for sure is it calls for it almost. Like Mary Sue said before, it feels like you could miss some things. Like I might watch this again before this night is over because I'm not tired. Like I have a lot of more work that not a lot more, but I got some work that I need to finish as well. So this is probably going to just be on for me while I'm doing what I'm doing, like because this is solid. Like this was a good one, and I do want to kind of see if there's anything that I may have missed through that first watch and all that good stuff.
Mhm.
Coming in on Facebook, we have Y saying hi, bro. What is up with it?
How's it going?
What's up with it? Frosty. I have not seen. I haven't seen it. I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. I'll probably check that out after I'm done with this live. Daniel says maybe Steven himself wasn't aware of the limitations of his own life, including the use of older phones when he could have bought a smartphone, since he goes in and out of his consciousness often. Oh, like he's not really aware of what's good. I got you. I understand. Like, I understand that. I feel that. Uh, Bedrock said, I guess we can rewatch and see what resolution he's watching those otters in. That's a good point as well. And maybe we can see what kind of phone he has. He might just have like a regular Motorola phone and it
Mhm.
not even be an iPhone. Uh, 'Cause them touchscreen, I don't think touchscreens are too old. I feel like those are in the same area. You got
Yeah.
iPods and all that stuff, so
Yeah.
that's all 2000s. So it could be,
So
you never know.
for me, this episode was incredible. All right.
Mhm.
I think it set the tone for what we could expect for the rest of the show. It set the vibe, and it made sure that we understood that this is going to be like any other show that we've seen Marvel come out with. It stood out. Um, Again, Oscar Isaac had an amazing performance.
Mhm.
Um, the new villain character, very interesting. I'm excited to see how that kind of unfolds.
Oh yeah.
Overall, I'm blown away by this show so far, and it's exactly what we thought at the very beginning. Everything that we kind of talked about happened,
Literally.
and that was really cool. And I can't wait to see what happens next episode. Um, but overall, man,
Yeah, I
what?
agree with you, bro. I feel like when it comes to Khonshu, I really want to see how they're going to extend
Mhm,
that persona, I guess you can
mhm,
say, and how that kind of works with the whole Moon Knight vibe. like I don't really want that to be like a very apparent character. I don't know if that's the right way to say that, but I don't want it to be like how Venom, like how Venom always has an opinion with every single
Yeah.
thing that's happening all the time. I don't know how I don't know. Like I said, Venom kind of has me traumatized from that. So that's the one thing that I like. That's the one thing I think is like a don't want when it comes to
Hmm.
this is like don't have him be like a what are you doing? Like don't do that. Like with every single thing that's happening,
Hmm.
it's gonna be get old pretty quick.
Hmm.
Just because it wasn't done tastefully with Venom. Like with the first Venom, it kind of
Yeah, it
was,
wasn't done
and
that
then
that good.
yeah. But like you said, I feel like this is definitely the best of the shows so far,
Mhm.
and we're just scratching the surface with how amazing everything can get.
Yep. Now, on the Marlboro scale, how would you put this first episode, my man? Scale 1 through 5. It's kind
One
of how
through
we do it around here.
five. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna probably give it like a solid 4.3.
Yeah.
4.3,
Okay.
4.5.
What makes you put it there?
I put it there mainly because of those. Like, only reason I don't get like okay for a start, I think this is like a 5 out of 5 for a beginning. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is a good first episode, 5 out of 5 for a start. But when you look at it in itself and not as a start, I think it's a solid like 4.3, maybe even a solid 4 because some of the some of the choices, I guess, like even like the I don't know, some just seemed like a little there was parts that seemed annoying. And I don't know if it was meant to feel annoying though. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I don't know. It felt like we were supposed to be kind of annoyed with Stephen Grant the way like the way that Khonshu and Mark Spector are annoyed with him.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. And I don't know if that was purposeful or what, you know what I mean? But it kind of
Yeah.
that was just kind of weird for me.
Mhm.
And then the music was really like it really took me out. The music took me out more than the voice took me out of it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's a serious thing going down or something's really happening, and then you just got Guardians of the Galaxy, like you said, Guardians of the Galaxy movie music happening during a freaking car chase where like there's a dude with a bloody face and like
Yeah.
I don't know. And then the CGI, of course. So I feel
Mhm.
like all of that together, just it makes that score come down a little bit more,
Yeah.
but doesn't take away from how awesome it was.
Mhm.
Like I see that 88 that we were talking about
Yeah.
beforehand. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
The Rotten Tomato. I can see that
Yeah.
88 for this first episode, to be completely honest.
So, I was thinking a solid 4. That's kinda where I'm at.
See?
And
Yeah.
I think, for the same reasons as you, the CGI,
Mhm.
took me out, but overall, the episode was the best we've ever gotten. Um, the music
Agreed.
threw me off completely. I wasn't ready for that Guardians of the Galaxy style of music and like some pretty serious stuff because he was kind of going through it, and we even saw the way he
Yeah.
looked as soon as he got to the museum after the music had stopped playing, and I was like, "This man looks tore up." Like I don't understand why we were listening to that music, but again, I think what we talked about was that music might symbolize like his positivity and outlook in terms of like, okay, I'm completely fine, nothing's
Mhm.
wrong, you know,
But
and
everything is wrong, and he's
yeah,
not
and
fine
everything's
at all.
falling apart, and he's just trying to fight it, so that might be what's really going on. Uh,
Mhm.
but those are kind of like the main things that I have, and the voice too. But again, that's
That
nitpicky. It's not.
I feel like I might have to like when I because I'm gonna rewatch this because Remy was trying to stay up to watch it with us, but I know she's asleep or she would have been in the comment section saying something about it. So I'm probably gonna watch like that's why I know I'm probably gonna watch this again tonight.
Mhm.
Anyway, and when I do, I'm gonna see how that voice affects me on that rewatch again
Yeah.
because to me the way this feels right now, bro, to be honest, is the voice for you was Master Chief's face for me.
Okay. Okay. I see. I see.
Do you see what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
So that's just kind of how I feel about that. And that's just how it is with us with certain things sometimes. And I can't like I understand it. And the voice did bother me, but it was like it was so much. I don't know. I was just so obsessed with Oscar Isaac and everything that was going on. Like those jump cuts meant the world. Like those were the best thing. Seeing those eyes flicker into the background and then he's just into it in a completely different scenario. I love that. I love that. That was
Yeah.
masterful, bro. That was
It
amazing.
like changed the whole tone the first time that happened too. Like
Yes.
you when you saw
The
when you saw
noise that happens, like with it like it goes with the eyes. It's like, and then zoom, and you're like, "Oh my god, what the? Did he get possessed?" Yes, he did. Actually, that is exactly what happened. But Stephen Grant is actually the one that's doing the possessing of the body. But it was weird that they talked about the body, like it was like the body. Give him the body. Like it's like Marc Spector isn't actually the main host either. That's
Mhm.
kind of how it seemed from the way he was talking. It's like, nah, bro, this is my body, and I'm just letting y'all use it as my avatar
Mhm.
now, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Um, Mary Sue says, "Kudos to him for actually trying to date. I don't know where he gets the confidence."
Yeah. I see. I don't know if that was a compliment or a roast.
Yo, that was a roast. That was a roast.
Oh
Roasted like a
man.
marshmallow, yo.
Yo.
Oh my god.
That was louder than the slap heard around the world. That was intense.
Heard and seen around the world.
Yeah.
Like what? Uh Let us know, you guys, what your rating is on the Marvel Bros scale for this one. Because this is definitely one of those. This episode seems like it has set the tone for the rest of the series in a
Set the bar.
major way. Like, yes, there we go. Set the bar. Not only for this series, but for all the series to come, to be
Yeah.
completely honest. This might hurt Disney a little bit more than they think it's going to, because we're out here like, oh yeah, this is what, like Loki and so far, this show and Loki so far have been what these shows should be. Like that is what the
Yeah.
bar should be for every single show, not just some of them. Like WandaVision was fine, don't get me wrong. Captain Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we even talked about this in the beginning.
Good.
That one
Problem
was
number 3.
that one was like the most cinematic out of everything. But as far, and then Hawkeye is just a stain on the name of everything. But when it comes to this is like, you wouldn't even believe that Hawkeye is the show that came before this. You would not believe that. That you wouldn't think this is the same studio. You just wouldn't, bro. Like, and except for when you know that car chase, then you're like, oh wait,
Yeah.
no, this is Hawk. This is like the Hawkeye car chase. But other than that, this is everything else was solid. Bedrock says it's a 4.1 for me. Yep, I agree. Um, really like the direction this show is going. Yeah, for sure. 9 out of 10. Lost a point for being under 90 minutes. Yo.
Yo.
Yo, that's hilarious.
But yeah, man, I'm excited. I think this is gonna be a great show. I'm so excited.
Okay, I'm trying to make sure we talked about all the stuff that I kind of wanted to talk about when we were watching it, because we talked about Layla, uh, the manager lady at the museum was my least favorite character.
Yeah, she did a great job of making sure we felt that way too.
Oh yeah, 100%. Um, I almost hated that entire museum
I would
because
have
of
quit.
everything. Like
Yeah.
all of that was just not. Yeah, it was interesting. Um, we talked about the mom who not possibly not being a real person,
Talked about the
or is a.
kid.
Oh yeah, the kid was definitely creepy.
Mhm.
Moon Knight showing. We didn't talk about Moon Knight. We didn't talk about the actual Moon Knight scene where he comes up at the end.
That was awesome.
Uh, that was awesome.
The
That
ferocity,
was awesome. Yeah,
athleticism.
the way that the dog was like, I need to get out of here once Moon
Yeah.
Knight took over. That was, I loved that. He was like, oh my god, someone please save me and help me,
Mhm.
because I don't know what I'm gonna do right now.
Yeah.
And I I felt like that was an appropriate reaction. Moon Knight was super, I don't want to say it, but like Batman-esque. You
Mhm.
know, like very, when we first see Batman in the subway beating up the entire gang and just
Yeah.
whooping ass. That was kind of the vibe that I got, but not as menacing, I guess you can say.
Mhm.
I kind of wanted the first time we saw Moon Knight to be a little more menacing. Uh and this is actually not going along the lines of the traditional introduction to a superhero that we thought we were going to
Mhm.
get. You know, we thought, because we had talked about this being the first time. This is our first superhero that we don't know going into it, and so far, this doesn't seem like it's really set in post blip. You know what I mean, or even like right before the decimation. It just
And
doesn't feel
again,
like that, yo.
it's
From the
typical Marvel. I was gonna bring it
yeah.
up, but I was like, man, no, there was nothing referencing anything else in this.
Hmm.
At least that I could have seen. Maybe there's something we missed, but like overall, nothing that was there that could reference any of the other movies or particular characters. Um,
If it does reference the blip, what if it's like when he comes back from being blipped, that's when the Stephen Grant persona
mhm.
came out?
Hey, I don't know.
I think that would be a pretty solid thing to put in there. Like, oh, he was Mark Spector, got blipped. When he comes back, he's Stephen
Mhm.
Grant now. Something like that. I think that might be solid. I don't know. I don't know though. This was freaking awesome. Um Mary Sue says one day we're gonna need to address why modern religion hasn't collapsed with Norse and Egyptian gods walking around.
I don't know. Pretty cool though.
In Marvel, all of those gods exist. So even the gods from like every god from every religion exists in Marvel. Like the modern day God exists in like our modern day God that like the like Christians and Catholic like that God exists. All of those gods exist in the comic books, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna do something similar with like at least that's where this is going with the Egyptian gods all being real. And then we also know we have Gore the God Butcher literally coming in months. Like
Mhm.
he's coming in months and he might be butchering some of these gods that we're going to be introduced to within this. We've already been introduced to 9 new gods, the Aeonids. That's what we haven't talked about actually, is the
Mhm.
Aeonids. And I definitely feel like we're going to see something about them back in
Yeah,
the
he
day.
definitely made it a point. So I think they're definitely gonna be a potentially big part of the show. But
Mhm.
I don't know how. I just don't
Do
know
you think
enough.
it's gonna be like an Eternals type of thing where we see them, like we actually see them, like what is that? The gods of Olympus or something, Olympus gods or something like that, where we actually see Zeus and all of them talking and everything is actually going down. Do you think we'll get a vibe like that?
I don't know. I just
You
don't
don't
know
know.
enough.
You don't know. You don't. Okay.
I just
Okay.
don't know. I really
I,
don't know enough to even guess as to what because I don't even know
mm,
who they are. Like other than what he had mentioned, like
mm,
I just don't know.
yeah.
Maybe we'll see them, but like from a character standpoint, I just don't know how that's gonna come up unless Emet, right? Or uh I forget
Amit.
Ahmet, unless Ahmet brings them back to life at some point and like wreaks havoc and
Mm.
that whole area. Like that's kind of what something that could happen, but I don't know.
I feel like we might hear Khonshu explain it
Mhm.
to Mark Spector. You know what I mean? Explain, hey, this is this. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, us gods were doing like and then when he starts talking, it does that kind of flashback, similar to where when Kang gave his disposition
Mhm.
to Loki, and we got like that whole kind of we got to kind of get see it visually as well. Mary Sue says, "Wait, doesn't Kang have something to do with ancient Egypt? He does travel back in time to Egypt at one point in the comic books
He becomes the
because
ruler
he's
of
a
Egypt, right?
time. Yes, that's actually where he gets some of his technology, if I'm not mistaken, to make his like chair of
Mhm.
that can travel time.
Mhm.
Um, because I believe when he goes back in time, he gets chosen by like a celestial or something like that, or he finds a celestial's body or something like that happens, and he uses
Yeah.
that technology to build the time machine chair thing,
Okay.
if I'm
Okay.
not mistaken.
Yeah.
But yeah, yo, I would love some type of Kang tie-in with this as well. Not gonna lie, would love it. Uh, this I don't know what could happen, but this last episode of this show is in the same week of Multiverse of Madness. So,
It's gonna be a
man,
crazy week,
this is
man.
gonna be a crazy ride.
Yeah. So with that being said, guys, I think I think that's about all I got uh so far. But for those of you guys who haven't or aren't watching this live and get this far, let us know how you guys feel in the comments. How you guys feeling about the show? Do you guys like the multiple personality thing? Do you guys like the mystery that we've gotten so far? Is this a character that you guys thought we would get in the show? Let us know. We want to know. Yeah, we just want to know what you guys think.
Yeah, for sure. This has been an amazing episode, you guys. If you have anything else that you would like us to do a watch party and review to, just drop it in the comment section down below, and we'll try to get to it as soon as we can. Maybe even go back and watch something a little older. I haven't seen Legion ever, so
Hmm.
there's a couple things that you guys might want us to check out,
Yeah.
and we'll try to get to it as soon as we can, yo. Thank you guys for tuning in with us on another amazing episode of Marvel Bros. Tune in with us possibly tomorrow for Halo. I'm not
Possibly.
sure.
Yeah,
I'm not
possibly.
sure.
I'm not too sure yet, but I think it's definitely a possibility.
I'm not sure. We'll let you guys know if you're in our
Yeah.
Discord and stuff. You'll see all of the stuff. If you're not subscribed already, make sure you do subscribe so you can join us next week when we go live for episode 2 of Moon Knight,
Hmm.
which is going to be just as amazing as this one and even a little bit longer.
Oh yes.
You guys are amazing. Thanks for tuning in with us on this episode, and we'll see you on the next one.
Peace.
Excelsior.
To support Mark Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.markbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan.
Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties.
We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update,
And on today's pop culture news update,